Wubba lubba dub dub motherfuckers. What's going on, everyone? It is I. It is everyone's favorite jack of all trades with feral mouth. Coming to Urban, welcome back to another awesome fucking video, guys. I really do appreciate it. Before I do dive into this bitch, I want a big special out to all of you guys, my viewers and my subscribers, for sticking around watching this shit. The reason why I fucking do it for all you guys, so yeah. Anyway, this is going to be my end of build review of the Atlantis 1 to 311 scale, which is a really fucking weird ass scale to me, honestly. They could have done 1/350th scale and been fucking done with it. Then again, Atlantis didn't make the molds. They were originally monochrome mold, not monochrome. Yeah, not monochrome. Yeah, not monochrome. Something. They were old Revell molds, I think. Not monochrome. Yeah, monogram. Yeah, fuck. Monogram. Originally was an old monogram kit, not monochrome. Monochrome fucking trumpeter. Anyway. 311 scale model of the USS Ramsey DEG-2. And I'm going to basically show you guys the completed model. And I'm going to talk about, show you guys the box and the instructions and shit. And kind of give you my pros and cons and what the fuck I thought about this kit. So anyway, let's just go ahead and fucking look at the box. Because I always do this in the fucking build reviews and shit. Basically, we look at the box. And on the box, it fucking says Atlantis. And it doesn't say on the front, but it does say on the sides. Made in USA. Of course, it says in the back right there. Made in the USA. Made in America. America. Fuck yeah. So, you ain't gonna get tariffed on these kits. Unlike other shit I've been looking at online. I was looking at some fucking detailing shit for my 1/350th scale Prince Eugen. That shit from China. And the prices are not bad, but the shipping is fucking crazy. They want $200, $300, $400. And there's even a couple of listings they want $1,000 for shipping. Chinese bastards. Anyway. It says Atlantis. One plastic kit. The guided missile destroyer, USS Ramsey DEG-2. 16 inches long. It's one piece hull. 16 inches long. My dick's bigger than that shit. Display stand and helicopter. Guns. Missile launcher. And radar finder's turn. I'll show you that little trick here in a moment. It's 1 311 scale. And we have this pretty nice image of the Ramsey as she is out at sea with the helicopter taking off from her deck. And on the side of the box, it tells you the length, number of parts, molded and water slide decals. And there's a little bit of history about the Ramsey, which if you've not learned about it, go watch actually watch my introduction to the build. I actually give a pretty detailed history summary of it there. And of course there's your fucking paint guide, which a lot of these colors will help you. And there's what the model looks like. Well, at least what it looked like when they fucking built it, not what I did. There's the insides of the box. Scale level 2. And the kit number is M8294. And of course on this side just tells you the different skill levels. Not toy, blah blah blah, and the regular Atlantis bullshit. And there we go. Same shit again on this fucking side. And on the back side, it's just basically telling you to go to their website to check out their entire line of kits. Which I did, which they got a lot of fucking model kits I want. A lot. They actually have the old, I forget who made it first. I know Lindbergh did. But it was the old USS Monitor and CSS Virginian kit. The Civil War ironclads. These guys make that kit, so I'm thinking about getting that one, honestly. So anyway, we fucking look at the box and what it came in. We look at the instructions, which is one big ass page. And on the front, it tells you the ship and a little bit more history about her and the hunter-killer group. There's a picture of Ramsey when she's built. Some information about steps on how to, model building. And then we jump into step 1, which is building the hull, and it tells you about the operating features, and your painting scheme, and your decals, and your decal application, and another fucking picture of the model as fucking completed, which is okay, but I think mine looks fucking better. But then again, I always think my shit looks better anyway. And it says USS Ramsey DEG-2. And of course, there is the Atlantis logo again. And then we flip it over. We have basically more of the same as you would expect from Atlantis. Just kind of the redo of an old monochrome or monogram instructions. And that's pretty much it. So, once you have that, and it took 7 videos to chronicle the build of this fucking thing, but after all that, there she is, guys, the USS Ramsey DEG-2. And finally, last thing I had to do was touch up the paint on her and shit, and I also added the American flag. I figured that was kind of a no-brainer, like, duh, need to put the fucking American flag on there. So there we go. Model wasn't too bad to build, and I actually made a fucking comment about it earlier on in the build. I think it might have been part 2 or part 3. I thought the ship was kind of ugly. Well, I kind of take that back a little bit. The ship's not really ugly for fucking say. It's just, it's different. It's unique. And I wasn't really, expecting different things on to be unique. Especially with the funnel. Because the funnel, those fucking holes on the sides, that's the exhaust ports. And of course you have all your radar equipment and shit. And all this shit up here. But, and of course there's the big giant sonar bulge, aka the ship's nutsack. Some people are like, it's a bulge. Yeah, well, when I think of a bulge, it's like a bulge of some dude's giant nutsack and tiny shorts. And not the good bulges either. It's not like the bulge of a pair of wet, thick, vertical lips. And I don't mean the lips on a girl's face either, so yeah, anyway. There's the giant sonar bulge, aka the nutsack. And of course there is the 5-inch gun. There is the guided missile launcher reloader. And of course we have the bridge area of the ship. We have here a navigational light mast with some lighting. We have the one of the radar finders. Now I'll show you the cool thing here in a little bit. The stack and upper works, more of the superstructure and bridge area and shit. Ship's whaleboat, torpedo launchers, Tar missile launcher, radar finder, radar dish, more superstructure, and then we have the Sea Sprite helicopter on the fucking stern of the ship. And of course, as you can see, there is underwater fins for stability, and this ship is fucking single screwed. It only has one propeller and one rudder. There's her number again, designation DEG-2, because she was the second of the Brooke class of destroyers. And of course there's her name, Ramsey, named after Admiral Ramsey. And there's the other side of the ship, basically the same as the other side, but I'll show you the features. When this missile launcher gets turned, the direction finder turns, which is pretty fucking cool. Really neat feature. Monogram models were known for those little features, just like my Atlantis fucking Missouri kit had that fucking feature. Of course, the captain's boat, more torpedo launchers, the base, which says USS Ramsey. More upper work structure. And of course we look up here, this radar finder and that 5-inch gun are fucking connected. See? You turn that, fucking gun turns. Pretty cool. And then we go down to back to the bow again with the ship's signature nutsack. And there we go. So, what are my thoughts on this kit, on this model? It wasn't bad. It was pretty fucking straightforward. It was very simple to build. I mean, there were a few little fucking issues with it. Mainly, there's a few little joint issues with fitting of stuff like the ship's giant nutsack. It wasn't flawless. I had to put in a lot of contour putty on that bitch to smooth it all out to make it seamless. The bridge area, there was seams on that bitch I had to fill in. The stern area, there were seams on each side there, which they're fucking hidden now. And also had trouble with the with this here. This really got fucked on me, but I was able to fix it, and it does work. And also getting this thing ballasted enough to be able to sit in the water, and does float in water fucking perfectly upright. But before I do use it again in water, I'm gonna get some semi-gloss clear coat shit and spray it to protect all this shit on here so it doesn't get fucked up. But overall, the fitting of the kit, like the fitting of the parts, I would say the fitting of the parts was about a 7. Most of it fit together pretty good. The only thing they really did, like I said, the ship's bulging nutsack on the bow. There were a little bit of problems with that thing. The front half here of the deck from here to here was a bitch to get down, which you guys saw. The Tartar missile launcher, that was kind of hard to get that to stay together. And just the seams on the superstructure and a lot of like excess plastic I had to tear off and rip off and shit. But overall though, the kit was really good. Painting it was really simple. I would give it an 8 because the paint went on there very smoothly. About the red was about 3 coats. This was about 4 to 6. The black was 2. The darker gray was about 2. You know, the blue on the helicopter was like 1 to 2. The black was like 1, 2. It was easy to paint, easy to clean up and assemble, and overall, pretty good quality kit. Very nice fucking kit. I would give it overall a 9. You're probably thinking, well, why not 10? Well, it's a 9, but it's still 2 thumbs up. It's definitely something fun you can build. You could probably build this fucking thing in a weekend. But I took a little bit more time on it, and I did research on it, because like I said, even though it's built out of the fucking box, I tried to build it as more realistic as possible from the fucking pictures I've seen of it. So there you go, guys. And that right there is my end of build review for the Atlantis 1 to 311 scale model of the USS Ramsey DEG-2. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the fucking comment section below. I'll get back with you. And if you're new to the channel, like this shit I fucking do, hit the fucking subscribe button, hit the damn notification bell. Never miss a video from yours truly ever again. And until next time, this is Commodore Urban, saying a smooth seas and clear skies and happy sailing with you. God bless you all. Take care. Stay safe. Be yourselves. Jesus and the good Lord love y'all very much. Until next time around, I'll catch you on warm trade wind where hell anyone knows. And anchors away, motherfuckers, and sail on. Yeah.